don't know what to do with my hands, where a lot is said, mostly about music, but also other stuff too. Do I want to sit like this the entire time? I always tell when I hate those words. Like, I hate that you can't use those words. I wish we could use those words, like always or never. But you know, in real life, they just don't apply. They just don't. So anyways, I am several weeks behind and doing great. All of the things we talk about, they do have a general like focus on music and like the creative arts in general. However, I do think a lot of these things can be carried over into pretty much any profession, any study, any area that you are looking for guidance on in your life. I think we all are creative in our own ways. Like, even if that doesn't necessarily have to mean like I'm a photographer or I'm an artist or I'm a musician. Like, you can be very creative as a respiratory therapist. You can be very creative as a nurse, as a doctor, as an accountant. Like, you can be so creative as a realtor, like so many different things. And I think creativity is super important, and it's like a lifeblood, if you will. And I think that's like, it's important to just like be aware of, you know, because it's so often to associate creativity with the arts. Like, anything can be an art. There's art in everything. And it makes the world go round. So, with that, welcome to Talks. I am your host, Melanie Pierce. This episode, I really want to talk about what it means to overcome, like, the voices. How to overcome the voices. Sounds so ominous, but it's something that I struggle with personally. I feel like I can definitely like speak on it somewhat, and I know so many people, and I think it's just like a human thing. Like, we all struggle with like those little like bad voices. Do you like that? It could be anything, whether you are trying to motivate yourself to get out of bed. Been there. Whether you're trying to get yourself motivated to go to the gym, or to take a step toward your wildest dreams or your goals, period. Like, the voices creep in many different ways. And us as humans, if we are good at anything, I have learned that it is justifying absolutely anything. Which is like so dumb. Like, why does it have to be like that? I mean, I guess it's cool sometimes, but like not really. Because we can end up justifying like really negative habits or like just weird things. So the voices come in and we can justify them being there, and we can justify why we think they're right, because like they're not right. Okay, they're not right. They're not right. They might even give you like a really good reason. Like, you should not go to the gym today because you were feeling poorly 4 days ago and you still need rest. I don't know. Like, it could be anything. And I know you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, let's comment and we'll discuss that further. But the voices come in and they distract us, and when it comes to like creativity, a lot of times they sound like you're not good. Like, this isn't good. And like, you shouldn't follow through on this. I guess I can only speak for myself. So as a creative music writer and songwriter and singer, that's how it sounds to me. Let me know about your experiences and like what it sounds like for you, because obviously we have different interpretations and things just kind of manifest totally differently. So let me know. I'll be working on a new song, or like I'll have a concept. Like, I want to write a song about this, and then I'll kind of start, and voices come in and they're like, this is terrible. Like, call yourself a songwriter? Excuse me? You have to just like, we don't have time for this. We collectively do not have time for these voices. We don't have time to be thinking like that. Cut it out. Cut it out. You have to get good at doing that. You have to learn how to stop the voices. So the next obvious question is like, yeah, thanks for the advice, Mel. Like, how are we supposed to learn? The concept is simple. It's not an easy task. Okay, so you just start. You just start cutting out those thoughts. When the voices come in, you cut them off. You stop, you break it. In the beginning, like anything else, it's a practice and it takes time. But the only way to learn is to actually just start doing it. I know. I was pissed too when I learned about it. Like setting boundaries, it's quite similar to that, where you just kind of start setting boundaries. And sometimes like you might look back and be like, that was kind of a funny boundary to set, or like that was like, not that they're unreasonable at all, but that like maybe you went a little more, maybe you like your presentation of setting that boundary was a little more like aggressive or lax than you like wanted it to be, or what you intended. And that's cool. It's a practice, man. So like you can look back and be like, okay, well I've come a long way. So, or whatever the case. So you just start. You just start cutting out those voices. Like we as creators, we are also on the front lines in a different way, okay? So like, no, we may not be on the front lines of the things that are happening in the world, but we are a direct support and coping mechanism, and we create the things that keep the front line people going. So it's very important for you to not only take care of yourself, but also to beat these like horrible, nasty voices that come into your head that tell you like you're not good and you shouldn't pursue your art. It's terrifying to put new music out. But does that mean that we don't do it? You know, like we have to. Music has kept me alive in times that I did not want to be anymore. And I know that that speaks to so many other people too. And as people supporting others that need you, like you are needed and you are loved, and you need to take care of yourself, and you need to just nix the voices because they'll get you. I hope for you, like for your sake, for your health, for your well-being, that you take time to rest and harness that will and that energy that lives within you to continue to push forward and to start just cutting out the voices. Like stop in the middle. You'll get good at it. I promise you, you will. I was so bad at setting boundaries and did so many things that I didn't want to do for the sake of somebody else's emotions, and like put myself last and just was bad at setting boundaries. Also let the voices win constantly, and if I'm being completely honest, have my days. Like it happens, you guys. We need you. We need you. I know these don't reach a whole lot of people right now. That's cool. I'm gonna keep putting them out because it feels good, and I hope that I'm the people that it does reach, that I am like helping you in some way. And if, again, as always, if there's something that you want to talk about or hear anything about, let me know. So music will be posted on here real soon, and we're just working on all that too. So very excited. Thank you so much for being here. I can't say it enough. Like really, I can't stress to you enough how much I appreciate each and every one of you that does stop by, that this does reach, and that interacts in some way. Follow me here, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, follow me as an artist on any of the streaming platforms that you choose. If that's Spotify, if that's Apple Music, if that's Deezer, SoundCloud, any of them, follow me as an artist. That helps so much, and more of these will come out soon. Yeah. Rest when you need to, you know? Rest when you need to, come back stronger. We got it, you know? We straight up got it. Okay. Bye, guys. Suddenly we're back.